Hiccup. Hiccup.
And you're watching my post-pregnancy update for the 5th month of Honesty's life and my life postpartum. Wednesday, March 4th, 2015. And here's what happened in the past month. If you recall in the last update, I was sick with some sort of virus or cold because I ended up with this huge cold sore, which is now a scar on my upper lip. And it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. And Honesty got sick officially on February 7th, on that Saturday, after I took the video on, I forget what day of the week it was last month. So sad to see her sick for the first time with like a cold. She was coughing, snot coming out of her nose. I had to use the nasal aspirator on her, and if you've been watching, you know that she doesn't really like that. And speaking of nasal aspirators, if you have been watching my vlogs, I didn't really get any interest on this, but I had lots of views, but I didn't get very many likes or comments on, or even participation on my last giveaway, which is kind of sad and stressed me out because I put a lot of effort into that video about my favorite baby products, and there was a giveaway there, and there used to be lots of moms who watched my videos, all of them, whether it was fitness related or if it was pregnancy related or if it was dancing, you get the point. So anyway, when I put up a video about my favorite baby products and a giveaway, I relatively get no response. So I did have one person enter, which is great. So the winner is Ninny Beauty 25. Congratulations, thank you so much for entering. I really appreciate that you did, since you were the only one who entered. I'm going to do another giveaway in this video, and so listen up, guys. If you want to win and you're a mom, a dad, a babysitter, whatever, basically anyone can enter this. Doesn't necessarily have to be a mom. If you know someone with a baby or a child, a young child, I am giving away a Bubzi Co nasal aspirator. It's not used, in case anybody was wondering that. I'm not sure why nobody entered, because it's a very useful tool. I love it, and Honesty has now gotten used to it. So if you want to enter, all I'm going to do this time is you're going to subscribe to my channel, make sure that your subscriptions are public, and you're going to write in the comments below and tweet on Twitter, and hopefully you have a Twitter account. If not, please hashtag in the comments below. If you have a Twitter, please participate. Don't just get lazy. I'm entering hashtag lisaslifejourney Bubzi Co nasal giveaway on YouTube. Will be good until my next month's update, so it's going to be a little longer this time. Please follow the steps in time so that you can be part of this giveaway. I forgot to mention that if you're going to enter on just YouTube because you don't have a Twitter account, this is like an honor system, you're going to hashtag the Lisa's Life Journey. And you know, maybe people aren't interested in a nasal aspirator. However, as a mom, where I worry about my daughter, I am actually interested in that because it's a gentle way of getting the liquid snot out of her nose when she's sick or when she just cried a little bit. On Saturday, February 7th, she also rolled from her back to her front for the 3rd time. So that was pretty awesome when we saw her doing that.
Beep.
Oh, that's it.
I got it on video. Oh my god. That's awesome.
She rolls like all over the living room now. It's pretty crazy. It's just cute to see, and oh, she's so awesome. She's getting better though with having her nose suctioned. It has taken her time to get used to it, but it's well worth it for her to breathe much better. You're gonna notice I'm looking down here. It's because I'm looking at some notes. Basically, I feel like I might forget something, so I wanted to have it on paper so I wouldn't forget. On Sunday, February 8th, she was pivoting around her play mat and on her puzzle mat. It's ridiculous. Like, she would turn herself fully around while on tummy time. So that was pretty amazing. And then she'd be like rolling all over the place. On Monday, February 9th, I was starting to feel the pressure to lose weight for the Quest to Weigh Less. The stress was there. I was having cravings big time, and then I'm also like, with all the videos, I've kind of set myself into this accountability basically. However, it might be too much taking a mealtime Monday, a weigh-in Wednesday, and a fitness Friday video. That's 3 videos, going from 1 video a month to basically however many weeks there are, 3 videos a week, plus my monthly update for Honesty and I. It's a lot. It's a lot of editing. I've been actually feeling kind of guilty about that. Getting extremely mad at Matthew for not taking the time to spend with Honesty and to do things with her. He would basically sit at his computer all morning gaming or coding, programming as a programmer, and like she would fuss and he would just leave her on her play mat or in her swing or whatever. He'd look at her, make sure she wasn't getting hurt, but he just wasn't spending quality time with her, and that would upset me. So what I would do is I would take my time, even though we have shifts where he takes care of her in the morning and I take care of her starting in the afternoons at 3. And for the rest of the evening, I put her to bed and whatever. He just wasn't doing anything, so I would play with her in the mornings, then I would play with her in the afternoons. But now, since picking up all these videos with the Quest to Weigh Less, I'm a procrastinator and I'm just generally slow at everything in life. And it's not because I'm a procrastinator that it makes me slow. Well, maybe it is, I don't know. But when I do something, it takes me longer generally than it takes other people because I'm perfectionist there. That's more so, I imagine that's more so the reason why it takes me longer to do things. I used to be a little faster at editing. I'm getting there again, getting a little quicker, but it's taking a long time, especially when we take different cuts for Mealtime Monday and splicing it all together and making sure everything syncs, and it's a lot. And I know that I put myself in this situation and I have no one else to say, oh, you made me do that to, but myself. And I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is having less time for my daughter. And so I'm gonna see how it goes for the next month, if I'm able to get faster and more efficient with editing and getting the videos up, because as you noticed, sure, I put out Weigh-In Wednesday, or, well, usually I get my Weigh-In Wednesdays up on Wednesday. Today might be a little harder. Yeah, and maybe a little more difficult to get the Weigh-In Wednesday up today on time because I've got this video to edit. Yes, I'm taking it a day late. Honesty was 6 months yesterday, so that's pretty amazing. And I imagine a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, she's all over the place in these videos, but that's just me. This is who I am. I make longer videos. If you don't like it, I'm not trying to be rude here in saying this, but if you don't like longer videos, don't watch my videos, or watch a little bit. That would be appreciated as well. Comment even if you only watch a little bit if you don't have time. I have one subscriber who, him and I are very avid in each other's journeys for the most part. I mean, I don't have as much time as I used to watch every video he posts every day, but I'm still on there keeping up with what's going on, and I try to support him as much as I can, and he does the same for me. And sometimes he can't watch the video all in one stretch. But here's the big thing. There is a watch later button in the YouTube play bar. When you go to click play, pause, skip, whatever, if you look across, there is a clock there. And when you click that clock, it will then put that in your queue of videos to watch later. And if you're looking on your sidebar on YouTube, you can see it'll say watch later. And you click on that and you can continue watching the video if you feel like you may not be able to find the link later on. This is me. I take long videos, I talk a lot. This is who I am as a person. Sure, I've decided that I'm kind of selling out a little, and eventually I'm going to monetize and try and make this part of my career. You know, I want a daily vlog eventually and start monetizing on this channel. I've even paid for ad space with Google AdWords, and so I'm really trying to make something of this. And I feel like if I were to shorten my videos just to conform to the social norm, then I'm not really getting any genuine interest, because I'm not being my genuine self. Anyone who knows me knows I talk a lot. That's just me. And I had silenced myself for a long time. Would only say just the bare minimal to people. But now if I have something to say, I say it, unless of course you've told me you don't want to hear anything I have to say. I've had that happen in the last month with some family members that really stressed me out. Let's just say they told me that I shouldn't voice how I feel, and them buying me stuff and doing things for me should be enough to keep my minor criticisms, as they call them, to myself. So that's been one big stress in my life. Familial stress. There's been marital stress because I've been on Matt's ass about the whole honesty thing, spending more time with her. I've also had social stress. One minute I want to spend time with my friends, and then the next minute I'm just like, I don't want to be around these people that like to call themselves my friends, because to me, most of the time it just feels fake, you know. They say, oh, let's do something, let's go somewhere, let's get together, and then you don't hear from them for months. And I don't want that kind of friend. I'm a committed individual, and I'm looking for committed individuals. People who are committed to their friends and their friend's journey, not just committed to having their friend be committed to their journey. I will try and be a support to everyone who's in my path. However, you know, it has to click. There's no doubt about that. But I'm finding I'm having a really hard time to click with people. It's not coming naturally like it used to. I used to be so bubbly and happy, and that's, as you can tell, I play back, I don't know if you can tell, but I play back my videos, and I don't have that same pep in my step as I used to. Even when I'm working out, I notice like I don't dance the same. I'm monotone a lot of the time. I laugh every once in a while and smile and you know, that kind of thing in my video. But my videos, I'm having a very hard time, you know, just being that bubbly person. And maybe that's not who I am anymore, but I miss her. I miss being extremely energetic and bubbly and not caring when people pissed me off. Well, I cared. I mean, I guess sometimes I would just kind of hold it in, but sometimes I would just let things roll off my shoulders and I would just be bubbly and happy and excited. And sometimes I don't have that with all these stressors, you know, like having social anxiety and having stress within your marriage and with your spouse's family. It's just a lot of difficult things, and it's been hard since we moved, pretty much, or since before we had the baby, and then once we had the baby, things have gotten kind of out of sorts. All that to say, I wanted to stop making videos completely, like even my updates, because I felt like my life and everything was on display, and if I failed again, that you would all be disappointed in me and want to stop watching, because that's already what's happened. People don't even believe me now when I say I'm gonna get healthy and lose the weight. I've been on here 2 or 3 times saying that, and I've stayed, you know, fat and went back and forth. And, you know, the last time I really lost a significant amount of weight was 68 pounds with the raw food diet for 5 months. So it would be great to get back there. I'm slowly transitioning. I've done a lot better by adding lots of fruits and vegetables to my diet, and I'm feeling good. And if you're interested in watching my health, weight loss, fitness journey, you can watch the Quest to Weigh Less videos. Another thing I'm having my subscribers complain about, so this might be why there's not as much interest as I would love to have. I feel like YouTube is either censoring me or Facebook. Apparently one of my friends just told me she can't even watch my videos on Facebook even though I post them. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if Facebook is blocking them or something, but when I'm on YouTube, all my avid mommy subscribers and all my avid fitness subscribers are gone. Like, there's a couple of them that are left, but I don't even know if they're seeing my video updates on their feeds. Like, I see some of my friends' updates, but not very much. I see more popular YouTubers usually in my feeds and a couple of my friends' videos. So I don't know what's going on there, but it seems like YouTube and Facebook are trying to veer the attention to where they want people to see. So long-windedly, in the end, what I'm trying to say is that if you want to see my videos, you need to go to my channel, which is, you can type in the search bar, Lisa's Life Journey, or you can type Lisa Gou, L-I-S-A-G-O-U, and it'll come up. Then you click on videos and my list of videos will be there for you. There's a different tab, like there's the about and so on and so forth. But if you want to see what's going on with my journey and keep up with it, you got to do it yourself, basically. Like, I've got emails coming into me and I'm not even receiving half of those emails about people uploading new videos. I didn't stop recording, I continued. I'm going to persevere. I've had enough. I just want to lose the weight and I want to feel good and I want to be here for my daughter and I want to bring in a little bit of extra income eventually, so that, yes, sure, I have a photography company and that's great and that brings in extra income. However, this is really, really what I want to do. Like, what better way, if I'm comfortable living my life on camera, why don't I do that and make some money off of it? At first I thought I'd be selling out. My camera likes to overheat because it's primarily a camera. It overheats and then cuts out. Especially with the Rode microphone that we have, it just kills the camera. For the next month, Matthew and I, the way we're gonna do it is Matthew's gonna take care of honesty for all day, just so I can get these videos and get into a groove and get better at them. We both wanted him to see what it's gonna be like for me when he goes back to work. So he's gonna be watching her all overnight and he's going to be taking care of her until 4:30. 2 nights a week he'll be taking care of her all day, all night, throughout the night as well. And then Saturday and Sunday he'll have off, and I will be taking care of her because those are the days I don't make videos. I make videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Today it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and yeah. So, but technically I'll still be making some of my video on the Saturday if I can't get into a really good groove. So I've been trying to take my videos in the mornings and then getting to edit them, but then I'll be on social media and someone will message me and I'll get distracted completely and just not continue editing, or Honesty will need something, or if Matt's not paying full attention to her, I feel compelled to stop editing and go pay attention to her, which is good. I mean, I'm her mother, obviously I'm going to do that. But I just feel like I'm not giving her my 100%, and that's going to happen. If it doesn't, I'm cutting out some videos, or I'll condense the videos into one video, or make it into 2 parts, but just, you know, have those days that Matt takes her for the day. But yeah, he's going to do that for a month. Then for the month and some odd before he goes back to work, I will be taking care of her for that schedule. We want her to get used to Matt not taking care of her except in the evenings, because that's going to be her new routine. And she's used to Daddy taking care of her for the morning and part of the afternoon, and that's going to go away. So, to quell some of her separation anxiety from her dad, we decided that this would be the best. Give her quite a bit of time to spend with him. You know, he's actually doing a little bit better now that I've really bitched him out about, you know, you really need to spend more time with her. That way he's getting, you know, a lot of time with her now, and it's helping me get back into the groove of editing, and you know, I still get to spend time with her, and I still do the nighttime routine always, and that's gonna be my job until, you know, for a long time, unless I have to go somewhere or I'm doing something, obviously, but I'm still not ready to let go of that routine. So that way Matt's gonna get to spend a lot of time with her now, and then in a month it'll start to dwindle. But I mean, he'll still be here, he'll still talk to her, he's not going to ignore her and ignore me, but he's going to do his thing, do lots of coding and whatever he wants to do and get it out of his system. And then when he goes back to work, that'll be the big transition for Honesty, and even for myself. February 9th, we went to the Target liquidation. Wow, they had up to 30% off. Oh my god, like seriously, you're going out of business. Like, if you think you're gonna make a whole bunch of money on overpriced stuff and then bumping up your prices and then saying, oh, 30% off now. I don't think so. Are you kidding me? I go there and we wanted to get formula, a good deal on formula. I had some coupons from Similac and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. They have the least expensive formula in town. Compared to other places, and then they have a price match even if they didn't. And so instead of $38.99 at Walmart for the formula we get for a package of 12 concentrated just add water formula, it's $38.99 at Walmart, and then at Target it's $36.99, so there's $2 difference, and then at Superstore it's $44.99. so wow. And then for the Omega one, it was $49.99. So, my gosh, like, you're saving seriously like $13 by going to Target. So we were already excited about that because we were buying it at Superstore for the longest while. Then we started buying at Walmart. Then I found out it was $2 cheaper at Target. Now, that's the only thing that's less expensive. Everything else, like their clothes, is marked up big time. Their cereals for babies are marked up big time. Anyway, I wasn't impressed. I was going to buy cereal because I had a $2 coupon and I had $5 coupons off for the formula. And I get to the cash and I was spending quite a bit of money there. Like, I was getting 2 boxes of the Similac concentrate because we needed some formula, and plastic bowls to feed her, just the round little ones without like different compartments, because all we're feeding her in there right now is cereal. So basically we didn't end up paying for the bowls because the bowls were 10% off, and then the formula was 10% off. But when I got to the cash, she was like, sorry, we can't take coupons. I'm like, okay, wow, that's ridiculous. You're trying to get rid of stuff and you won't even accommodate to your customers. Like, good luck trying to get rid of everything when people can only get a couple dollars off their order. Like, if there were people going there that were used to buying their formula there all the time and they needed it to be the least expensive it could be, that's pretty sad that their bottom line is not the families that give them their money, but the money is their bottom line. Anyway, it just bothers me. We just bought them and we got like $8 and something off. So basically we got those bowls for free and $1 off the formula. But hey, it's better than having paid $38.99 or $44.99. So we did good. On February 20th, when I sat Honesty down on the floor, she was able to sit up for quite some time on her own. The only time she fell over was when I was like, Honesty, and I walked like back a little bit and I was like, look at mommy. The only time she fell was when she really looked up at me for longer than a couple of seconds. And of course you could see she had her play mat and her puzzle mat underneath there just to cushion her fall. Obviously, I'm not going to just let her fall on our hardwood floor. At that point, I would have pillows and so on and so forth around her. But my philosophy there with not putting a bunch of pillows around her when she's on those soft mats is because I need her as a mother to have confidence, and I don't want her to feel like she always needs something to hold on to or to hold her up, you know what I mean? I feel like that's going to advance her more. Like this, I'm not knocking anybody's parenting style, but for the most part, like if I knew there was a real danger, I'm not going to let her just sit there. But with regard to, you know, I just feel like some parents kind of put those blankets and those pillows there for just way too long, and they're not letting their child develop as quickly or as much as that child wants to develop. They don't, you know, you can tell they're striving. They're striving to get better at things, and so to hinder her performance in any way just isn't my style. Honesty, she's very determined and very independent at times, that I just gotta kind of give her that trust and let her be confident in her abilities. Like on that day, on February 20th, she just sat up. This was like without loads and loads of practice. She sits on her Healthy Care booster seat. However, you know, we sit her up a bit on the floor or help her pick herself up. But yeah, she doesn't like get up herself into seated position yet. That's one thing she obviously still has to learn. But she is definitely like sitting almost like a pro once we sit her up there. It's amazing. On February 23rd, Honesty got to play with her first solid food. It was a banana. Here's a clip.
Are you playing with your first food? That's a banana. Mmm.
then on the 24th, she had more banana. She got fussy at noon, though. This is where we are starting to get a little concerned here since February 24th. But I heard that unless they stop eating everything and they're like fussy all day and all night, it's not too much of a cause for concern. You'd want to call your doctor if it was getting really bad. But right now it's not terrible. She still eats her cereal no matter what. But on the 24th, she wouldn't drink an ounce of 7 ounces for her noon bottle. And then she didn't drink any of her supper bottle. She refused her bottle completely. And then we went to a doctor appointment for me. But when we got home, she ate cereal just fine instead of just 2 tablespoons. We're like, screw this. We're giving her 3.5 tablespoons. In retrospect, instead of using water for her cereal, I think if I look back now, I would have made a little bit of formula and then mixed that into her cereal, because then at least she was getting some of the nutrition from the formula. That's what we do when she doesn't drink, like say 2 ounces at the end of the bottle, if it's one of the 3 feedings during the day for breakfast, lunch, or supper. But if it's the nighttime feeding, obviously if she doesn't drink 2 ounces, that's it. Like, I can't force her. Sometimes it's only a ½ ounce that she doesn't drink. It's different every day. Like, she's really changing since starting the cereal. And she had the banana, like I said, on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and then on the 26th she had carrot. And it's taking her some time to get used to it, so I'm still like keeping her on carrot. It's been about a week that she's been on carrots, and she's starting to like it better, but she still makes the funniest little face whenever she's eating it. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. She doesn't actually put the carrot up to her mouth very much. She'll do it like once every few days. But we kind of help her a little bit. And technically with baby-led weaning, you're supposed to let them kind of veer towards putting the food in their mouth so that they end up confident and know that you trust them to eat. She almost drank all of her nighttime bottle on the 24th. She had like ½ ounce left. But her appointment for her 6-month checkup is coming up soon, so I'm going to be bringing this stuff up to her doctor. But I'm almost 100% sure it's teething, because she's like constantly putting her fingers in her mouth. And like, I'm thinking that it's just difficult when it gets to the end of the bottle for some reason for her to suck, and she just doesn't want to do it anymore. And it's just probably bothersome. She's been night waking a bit. Like, she'll wake up and need us to put the soother in her mouth, and then she'll go back to sleep. A couple hours later she would wake up and need us to put the soother back in her mouth. But other than that, like, she hasn't had any fever, she doesn't have cold symptoms. She seems to be having eczema though, which runs in our family on both sides, so we knew she was going to get some sort of atypical symptom, either allergies, asthma, bronchitis, whatever, you know, those different things that you can get, or intolerances and so on and so forth. And it's just in our family, so it was bound to happen. As I mentioned, I went to the doctor on the 24th. I was having weird issues, such as a burning sensation on the left side of my chest. I was having a fast heartbeat at times, high systolic pressure. Oddly enough, I had a low heartbeat of 63 beats per minute for me. I thought that was pretty low. Normally I range at 72 and higher for a heart rate. Might be because I've been working out that I'm having a better heart rate. But yeah, my heart rate was 72 beats per minute when the doctor took it. But my pressure was high on both ends, 145 over 90. Pretty ridiculous. That is hypertensive, so he's pretty concerned. I have some appointments set to get a 24-hour blood pressure monitor and heart rate monitor in the near future, so you can get an idea of why and when my heart rate goes up and what's happening, why I'm having this high blood pressure. Also on Friday, February 26th, for a little while now, the best way for Honesty to nap She's been having a hard time napping. The best way to nap is having her soothe her with her stuffed giraffe Jerry in her swing, and she watches Baby Einstein lullaby time. She'll sleep 1 to 2 sleep cycles if we're lucky, which is 30 minutes a sleep cycle, around approximately 30 minutes, and then she'll wake up. With regards to reading the No Cry Nap solution, that was one of the solutions to just kind of do different things. It taught me about sleep cycles, and we found out she's a 1 sleep cycle baby. Not that she can function as a 1 sleep cycle baby, but that she is one. And so basically she's getting 10 hours in the night sleep, and then some days she's only getting an hour and a half of nap time during the day when she should be having 3 to 4 hours of nap time. So I don't know. This is her schedule. She's usually up at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. She's eating by 8:10, and then her nap will start around 9, anywhere between 9 and 10:30, and then she eats at 12, and then her nap starts around 2 or 3, and then she eats again at 4:30 p.m., and then her nap starts around 6 or 7, and then she normally eats 29 ounces, but since February 24th, she's been averaging about 27 ounces. Like, it's just so annoying. And then her last bottle is at anywhere between, she's been a bit fussy and whiny for a bit now, and her gums on the bottom are a little white, so more teething signs. She's also what I thought was violent behavior. I've had a few mom friends tell me that it's absolutely normal and not to worry. As she learns what discipline is, and as she learns what things are proper and not proper, she'll learn that this is an appropriate behavior. But what she likes to do is grab her faces, scratch her lips or nose or cheek, or like pinch it and then like pull my hair, and like really hard enough to bring me to tears. Maybe I'm just a wimp, but it hurts. I just felt like it was violent behavior, and I thought it might have been because Matt's been a little rough with her. But I guess, you know, it could be because of the pain of teething, which can induce behaviors like this because of the pain and the lack of food and sleep that's been going on. She only drank 24 ounces in her bottle on March 2nd, and we tricked her and got another 2 ounces in there in her cereal. So technically she got 26 ounces, which isn't terrible. She always eats her cereal. I'll update you in the next vlog about Honesty's appointment results. She went for her ultrasound, so I'll have the ultrasound results, and I'll give you my results about my appointment, about my blood pressure and my heart rate, and then I'll also hopefully get a call about an ultrasound to see what's been going on with like my hips and pelvis. I don't have as many pains now that I've been working out and eating better, but hopefully the ultrasound can lend me some comfort. Like, this is so stupid and so embarrassing, but Honesty was on her playmat, and her what do you call it, her puzzle piece mat. I'm normally really careful and diligent when it comes to things, and I've come to peace with this, that, you know, as a mother or father, we all learn lessons. And so Matt and I were working out one day, and she was on her playmat, and we usually watch her pretty avidly, but she was starting to really roll that day, and she pulled down on the monitor. There was a stool by Matt's chair, and the play mat was by Matt's chair where the stool was, and she pulled this is probably really bad lighting, but Honesty's about to go to sleep here, so I'm just trying to get this done with. This is later. This is stuff I just kind of remembered. Anyway, so she went to pull down the monitor. It's connected to a cord. She pulled the cord. The monitor fell beside her. I was like, I should probably move that stool, because there were weights on it, 3-pound weights. Next thing you know, I go to bend down to pick up the stupid monitor without moving the weights first, and one of the 3-pound weights fell on her face. Nothing happened, no bruises or anything, but she cried for like less than a minute, and then I cried for like 10 minutes like a baby. I felt so bad. It was such a bad judgment call. I felt bad for like days. And like Matt, my mom, my grandmother, my aunt, my friends, they're all like, things happen. You gotta be not so hard on yourself. You know better now. You're just, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. But that took me a lot of time to come to terms with that. Anyway, I'm just glad she's all right, and now I've learnt a big lesson. What are some of your lessons that you learned while having children, or like mistakes you made, or things you wish hadn't happened? However, you did learn a big lesson from it. Write in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your experience has been. So anyway, that's all I have for you with regards to an update. I know it's quite a bit, but yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this update. Please subscribe, like this video, comment, share, spread the news. You know, everybody likes to know what they might be able to expect once they have a baby. So if you feel that there's some valuable information in here, please send it off. I would really appreciate you for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, wherever you are. Namaste.
Where's honesty? Where's honesty? Where's honesty? There she is. Hiccup. Hiccup. Hiccup.